All right, Shalom. First off, give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Krokadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring, and truth and sincerity, and the women and children who follow. So this lesson, it's kind of like a parallel that I wanted to make. We're going to get the scriptures, and then I'm also going to basically just explain what I'm talking about. So this is 2nd Esdras chapter 7 and verse 6. It says, "There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left deep water, and only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go thereon at once. If this city now were given unto a man for inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance?" And I said, "It is so, Lord." Then he said unto me, "Even so also is Israel's portion." Okay, so basically, what it's saying is you're going to have to go through some things, some challenges, some dire straits in this truth in order to reach your goal, with his salvation. So, with that being said, and with that being understood, why not use that in every aspect of your life? If you're trying to have a goal, if you have something that you need to reach, you need to look at it just like this. Because at the end of the day, what's the goal? Salvation. So in order to get that salvation, like I said, we know we got to go through these things, these obstacles. It's like training. So if you have a goal and you have this mindset, okay, well, I know I gotta go through these straits in order to get to it. It's gonna help you in your daily life. It's gonna give you a better understanding, because in your daily life, whether you're doing something else, it's all you can't do nothing against the truth, but only for it. Say you're doing something that has to do with work and you have a goal at work. If you keep this same mindset, then it's gonna help you get to the finish line. Okay. Um and we're gonna go back through it real quick. It says, uh, there's also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field, all right, and it's full of all good things. The good things is that goal that you got at the end of the day, whether it be salvation, whether it be health, whatever your goal is. All right, you want it for a specific reason. Okay, us in this truth, our goal is to get out of here. Okay, but along the way, we have carnal needs. We want to be healthy. We want to have at least a little bit of money in our pocket. Of course, we know we putting money with bags and holes in it, and our treasures are set in heaven. But of course, you need your daily bread. You need to pay your bills. You might want to take a woman out on the weekend. You might want to hang out with the brothers and play pool and get a drink or something. So with that being said, we need a little bit of money here and there. Whatever the goal is, you know, it's it's something to be desired. Okay, it says, "And the entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall." So, in order to get this health, in order to get this money, in order to get salvation, okay, there's a path that you have to go down. Now, this path is not going to be an easy path. It's not an easy path to salvation. Okay, you got women that tempt you. Satan's out here doing his job, MVP style. All these things are lined up before you to trip you up to fall. It says, uh, as as like there were a fire on the right hand and a deep water on the left. Okay, you don't want to fall into either one of those. If you're on a health journey, you got to get away from bad foods, or you need to, tweak your diet or whatever it is, or if you're trying to save some money and you got to cut out this or cut out that, you know, these are hard things to do, because if they were easy, you would already been doing them. So when you're tweaking those things, they're difficult. It says, and only one path between them both. It's only one path to salvation. You can't choose your own path to the Most High, and you can't choose your own path to good health. You can't, McDonald's fries and Burger King shakes your way to, to a athletic body. Okay, you can't spend every dime you get and expect it's money. It's if you have these goals, you have to be strict on yourself. You have to be willing to go through these hardships and do these small things that's going to equal up to a big thing, which is to get that end goal. But it says that the path is straight and narrow. It says, now if this city were given to a man for an inheritance, like the kingdom that's given to you as an inheritance, that health goal, that money, that bag, if that's given to you for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the dangers set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? So, if you never cut out the McDonald's fries and the Burger King shakes, if you never put away X amount of dollars every check, if you never got the victory over Satan and resisted these loose women and ducked this sin and that sin and that sin, and became a man of the Lord and did what you had to do to get salvation. If you never did these things, how should you receive your inheritance? How should you get salvation? How could you get healthy? How could you get a little extra money? You can't. So what do you have to do? You have to be willing to put in the work. You have to be willing to do the little things, okay? The little things, they say the little things count. The little things do count. The little things are going to be the things that you tweak. A tweak here, a tweak there. All right? Now that you used it, all right, tweak something else. Always getting better. Always moving forward. That's what you have to do in this truth, and that's what you need to do in your personal life. When I say you, that's including me as well. So that's what we have to do, should I say, in order to get out of here. That's what we have to do in order to reach our personal goals that we have in life. Okay? It says, and I said, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then he said unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. So that salvation, that city that's set in a broad place, that's our portion. That's our lot. That's our inheritance. That's our shit. I don't know what else you want me to call it. That's the kingdom of heaven. That's what we need. That's what we're looking for and hasting to. So we got to do these small things to get there. Okay? If you got that perfect weight loss goal, or you want to bench X amount, or you want to press this much, you got to be willing to put in the extra time in the gym. You got to be willing to shun them Burger King fries and shakes or whatever. You got to be willing to be broke a little bit, for here and there to get that nice car that you want. Okay, why? Because that's your portion. That's your reward. At the end of the day, for doing what you had to do, you're going to get salvation. For doing what you had to do, you're going to meet that fitness goal. For doing what you had to do, you're going to reach that monetary goal. But if you're not willing to do these things, then you're not going to get it. Okay, so if you imagine yourself on that little road, it should help you to get there. And you put yourself in that Jacob's trouble mindset. Okay, if I was in Jacob's trouble, I know I got to do this, and this. Now, if I don't do this, and this, if I was in Jacob's trouble, then fuck, I'd have failed. I'd have been either in the water or the fire. So if you keep that mindset and everything that you got to do in life, then you should never fail. Because we always say, if you can't conform yourself to discipline now, then how will you do it during Jacob's trouble? If you never fasted before, how are you going to go without eating Jacob's trouble? Really, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about discipline, which the word disciple is the base of discipline. All right, self-control. Okay? So with that being said, I hope you brothers was edified. Hope you were um, motivated to get on your P's and Q's and be the best you that you can be. Okay? Because this is the Lord's army, not Esau. Be all that you can be in the army reserve. No, this is the Lord's army that we in. Okay? So with that being said, you should want to go even harder. And give all praise to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Kadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS, salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, and the women and children who follow. Shalom.